the gold covered rib cap for 4, it is $1,750.
The gold leaf is a scam. It's popping bottles at the club. That's all it is. We should do the math on that. What's the multiple factor that Salt Bae is charging because of that?
So you recommend the rib cap?
I do.
Guga, you're just saying that because I'm paying.
That's right.
I actually asked Guga about this, and I was like, did Nick really pay for the whole thing? He's like, yeah, that's the only way I would go. Chef Briantsao here, not your typical chef, owner of Mission Sandwich Social located in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, winner of Beat Bobby Flay Season 1, and today I'm gonna be reacting to I Ate at Salt Bae, Here's Why I'll Never Go Back with your favorite guest, Chef Paul Frenchy Dynamiel. Before I go on with today's episode, I do want to give a special shout out to my amazing patron, Dean S. Monahan. Thank you so much for your support. You, along with all the patrons, really do make a difference on this channel. And with that said, on to the reaction. What's up, buddy?
Hi, Brian.
How you doing?
I'm good.
All right, coming to everybody from our new digs.
Coming into our own here, right?
We are.
Slowly but surely.
It's been a while since we reacted with Frenchy to a Guga video.
I love me my Guga.
And by the time this episode comes out, we would have already
Good
come
news.
back. Good news. We are going to Guga.
And that episode needs to intro with like a nice bear hug with Guga.
Absolutely. 100%.
Make sure that happens.
Okay, I will.
You know, and there could be a little squeeze in there too.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to react to Guga, but we're going to react to Guga reacting
Oh, come on.
to Salt Bae's restaurant.
Which one?
The one in Miami.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, neither do I.
it's the
And I
same.
would never go. It's probably not even there anymore by this point. Let's react to some.
Today, I'm gonna share with you guys my experience dining in Salt Bae's restaurant. Here we go.
Nick, Phil. Holy $1,200 for 2 people.
When I saw that price, I almost had a heart attack.
$1,200 for 2 people for steak.
There's absolutely no reason for that.
The only scenario I could see that is like maybe a
A Chateaubriand with like the rarest of white truffles mixed into the duxelle.
or like a literal like full pound of A5 Wagyu, because a pound of that goes for like $800 minimum.
Yeah, but there's no way you're gonna eat that.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean,
Yeah,
no
and
one's
this
gonna-
wait, what do we look at? Gold leaf?
So this is a gold leaf
Like
covered.
the biggest scam. That existed. Holy shit, guys! And I'm dating myself. Has anybody asked how old I am yet?
No, not yet, not yet. Everyone just assumes you're old as because you keep saying it.
Literally 36
You know,
years ago.
guys, 60 is the new 30.
I'm not 60.
Covered rib cap for 4, it is $1,750.
Yeah, okay, but the gold leaf is a scam. I haven't even looked at the video yet. It doesn't contribute anything, not even flavor. It's just like, it's popping bottles at the club. That's all it is. And there's nothing worthy of that. There's no redeeming quality about ordering this.
It's all show.
Yeah,
No
I used to do
substance.
this. I used to do this at the original Le Cirque. Now, for all you foodies out there, Le Cirque was the #1 restaurant on the planet. When I was working there, it was rated the #1 restaurant on the planet. Not the United States, on the planet. And they had a chocolate dish, like it was a chocolate structure that looked like the Chrysler Building, and I had to decorate it with gold leaf, make it look like a solid gold building. It was
A pain in the dick.
a pain in the dick, but it was like the customers every day were like just bonkers.
But they didn't charge $1,700
no,
for it.
they did not. Yeah.
Can't lie to you.
Is it?
It is.
So you recommend the rib cap?
I do.
Guga, you're just saying that because I'm paying.
That's right. Yeah, I would not say it any other.
I actually asked Guga about this. I was like, did Nick Giovanni is another big food YouTuber. And I was like, did Nick really pay for the whole thing? He's like, yeah, that's the only way I would go.
A few minutes after, the $2,000 steak arrived, and it was not what we expected. For $2,000, I gotta say, I thought it would be way bigger. Right after, the tomahawk arrived. That was rare even though we ordered medium rare. Now there's nothing wrong with rare steak, but if you order medium rare, you should get what you paid for. The gold steak was cooked perfectly though. Thank God, because it was not cheap. Now the funny thing was, as soon as I tried, everyone, including the managers, the waiter, the chef, were all waiting for my reaction, so the pressure was on. But I gave them none. I will say this, is it the best steak I've ever had?
No, not even close.
Now overall, here's what I thought about Salt Bae's restaurant. Is the restaurant beautiful? Yes, it is. Was the service good? No, it's actually amazing. One of the nicest and friendliest servers I've ever met.
I'll give it their pomp and circumstance, but they make everything a show. Like to like.
Did you go?
I used to go there all the time because he was like an account. I mean, a friend's account.
Yeah. Starts with a P.
Yeah, starts with a P. And then so we went there. It was like by obligation you go there to show your face and show respect and things like that. But like I never.
Did you pay?
No, I paid once.
What was the bill like?
Insane.
Oh, oof.
Insane.
I can't do
and
it.
there was nothing to show for it. Like at least Guga here is making use of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's creating content.
Yeah.
Like we were not creating content.
Right.
Now the biggest question is, was this worth it? Well, instead of talking about it, let me show you. It's my turn.
And these are the steaks I'm going to be using for today's cook.
Wait, so he's gonna make his own gold leaf?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
I mean, rib steak. I mean, you're gonna be covering a lot of fat with that gold, so you're gonna mistakenly eat a lot of fat. Unless he takes that, does he take it apart?
I don't remember. I gotta be honest.
They are 1.5 inches thick. They have great marbling on
God.
them. And to be specific,
my
an
favorite
Australian
steak.
Wagyu marbling score 7. To season them, I kept it real simple.
Have you ever at the pit just the rib cap steak, where you take the rib cap off the whole animal, and then you roll that up? So it's just the rib cap.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite
Yeah,
part.
it's amazing.
And
Love it.
And you cook that on its own. You like tie it up and just slice steaks in. That's something we should do with Guga. If he hasn't done that,
Ooh.
we should
Yeah.
do.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's literally like done everything short of dry aging with Elmer's glue or something like that.
Yeah, but we should do that.
Guga, I'm gonna call you.
When I share prime ribs with people and they don't know any better and they think the center is like the best part, I was like, oh, I'll eat the sides for you and I'll give you my center for your.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's it's my favorite part.
A good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. And obviously always season both sides. But hey, we cannot just eat steaks by itself. We gotta have a side dish. And I'm making one that looks extremely expensive. Take a look.
We know with Guga's channel
That
it's all about the side dishes.
it's all about the side dish.
All about the side dishes.
Is there a hint of gold leaf in there too?
Looks like it.
So it's an accompaniment.
Yeah.
A proper side dish.
Looks like bacon, deep fried deviled eggs with bacon.
Oh, definitely. I see it now.
Yeah.
Everything starts off by boiling some eggs. To be specific, 14 minutes. This will give me a hard-boiled egg, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Once the time was up, I immediately
Oh,
took it out of the
we
water and
could
put
take
it in a
sidestep
ice
into
bath.
cooking
However, first we're
hard-boiled
gonna
eggs. There's
separate-
like a billion different ways of cooking them for different results that you need.
Yeah.
So there's like how cooked all the way through. That alone is multiple categories. But to like how you cook, do you start cold? How the length of time? Like I used to do a certain amount of time, bring it to boil, turn it off,
Yep.
and let it sit.
That's
bring
what
it
I
back.
do. I do start from cold, bring it up to a boil, turn it off, cover it, and leave it for 9 minutes.
Exactly.
And you have the perfect
Exactly.
boiled eggs.
There's also having to peel those eggs. So if you put baking soda into the water, you'll have the shell will literally come off by itself.
I never tried it personally. I've heard of it, but
Honestly,
gotta try
I've
it.
never tried it either. I saw a meme.
There's a hard way
Look
to
at
do
them; they're
it,
all
and I'm
perfect.
using
So
one.
they,
If
so
you
he
use-
obviously, just by looking at the eggs, I know he cooked them perfectly because there's no
green around the yolk.
exactly, and the outside was perfectly like the meat, the white didn't peel off with the shell. It's
Shell.
like it's perfect.
He did show one egg that was a little bit,
Yeah.
but overall.
Oh, those were all perfect.
Yeah.
So he probably took that one out and kept the good ones.
The best way is to squeeze it and pull it out just like this.
That's what she said.
As you can see, in the end, it is super easy to separate. Now to make the filling. Into a food processor, I threw in all of the egg yolks, followed by mayo, sour cream, Dijon mustard, a little bit of sriracha,
Yes.
and finished it off with salt, followed by freshly ground
He found
black pepper.
sriracha?
Covered every-
Well, this was filmed way before the sriracha shortage.
Okay.
Hey, are you enjoying this content and want to stay up to date for the latest and greatest for all things Chef Brian Tsao? Then you should join my mailing list. list. Why should you join the mailing list? Well, it's a sneak peek of things to come that I don't plug right away on the main channel. For example, those on the mailing list got to hear about my merch collab with Frenchy for our straight outta compliments to the chef tees. Don't miss out on news like the podcast I'm launching with Frenchy, where the pilot will be available on chefbriantsao Raw. Guess what? You don't have to miss out again by signing up. Lastly, your data is safe and it's not being used for anything else except to keep you up to date with all things Chef Brian Tsao. Be sure to visit the link in the description below and sign up for the mailing list today.
Sriracha and finished it off with salt followed by freshly ground black pepper. Covered everything up and blended everything together. For presentation purposes, I'm putting it in a piping bag. Now the next step is to get the egg whites fully breaded. First into the flour and remove all of the excess, followed by the egg wash and finish it off with panko
So what's that called,
bread.
buddy?
Nothing wrong with that.
No, standard breading procedure.
Yeah, standard breading.
So you always dredge in flour, you're drying off the product, and then you put into egg.
Shake off the excess, always
shake off
important,
the-
because then
yes.
you'll get like holes, missing parts.
And then you shake off the excess, you put it into the egg. What the flour does is give the egg something to latch onto. You don't always need to put it in flour, but it's very good practice. It'll make your
And if you want them extra crispy, repeat.
So I went ahead and did all of them. The
Oh,
only
he
thing
broke
left is to
one.
go ahead
I
and deep
saw
fry
that.
it. I kept the temperature at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Went ahead and fried them up until every single one of them was
He doesn't need to go
nicely
long
golden
on
brown.
these, actually.
I mean, take a look. It is just perfect. To make it even better, I also fried
prosciutto.
up some prosciutto.
Oh,
I only
okay.
fried them up
That's
for
it.
about 30
That's
seconds.
honestly one
The
of
only
the
thing
best
left-
bacons if you
Yeah,
think about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And you
Crispy
put
prosciutto is
yes, but
amazing.
you see, crispy prosciutto in a hamburger instead of bacon is such an obvious better choice because it's brittle. It'll break off in each bite. It's not gonna pull. You don't have to screw up. You don't have to worry about the cooking temperature and the thickness of the bacon. That's
That's a nice touch.
I digress.
I totally forgot.
I
about
digress. You know, ham. You got me with. You got me.
thing left now is to put it all
Come
together.
on, that's perfect.
So first, I added the filling into the eggs, followed by pieces of
That's your
prosciutto
added
right on
salt.
top. For some
That's
coloring
your
and
umami.
flavor, I added some chives.
Chives?
But hey, we are trying to make this look expensive, so a little bit of gold dust right on top.
Wait.
The gold dust cost nothing. Adding this much is less than a penny.
Hey,
but hey,
true.
in the end, I was left with this, the most beautiful and elegant side dish I've made so far. The big question is, does it taste better than it looks? Well, we're about to find out real shortly. Because remember, we still gotta cook those
Don't
beautiful
tease us. You
steaks.
know that
But not only
smells good.
that, we need to use this gold leaf. Exactly what Salt Bae uses on his restaurant. As you can see, it's almost 24 karat. It is $8.69.
There you go,
We will
people.
be wrapping one steak.
So we should do the
completely with
math
it.
on
And we're
that.
gonna-
Like how many did he got? How many did he put? And then how much is? What's the multiple factor that Salt Bae is charging because of that?
At most, he's going to use maybe 2 packs. Let's say 3 packs.
Yeah.
Right. Let's round it down to $8.
Right.
$24 right there. Now that steak, that 1.5-inch steak, I would say that's what, at least 1.5 pounds.
Yes.
Right, 1.5 pounds. Right now, ribeye steaks for us.
Even
purchasing-
go higher. Make it like
Okay, 2 pounds. Let's say
yeah.
it's 2 pounds of steak. All right, how much you paying? How much would you be paying for a pound of ribeye right now? You know, prime ribeye.
we're gonna be 22 to 26.
Okay, 22, 26. Let's just say
So-
22, just to keep it simple.
Yeah,
So you know,
so-
2 pounds, $44. You know, 60.
So he hasn't even broken 100.
Yeah, hasn't broken 100. And if you triple that, you know, rule of thumb for what you want to charge.
Should be $300.
Yeah, at most.
Most.
At most.
Yeah, but you're not paying for the steak there. You're paying for all the accoutrements.
I understand that, but you know, even a super fancy restaurant, I don't think would charge you more than $500.
No.
If that.
No.
For a 2 pound
Unless
steak.
all the sides came with it
Right.
and the sauce and maybe table side carving of the whatever. I don't know. Oh, I always love this part. Look at this. And the
It's that
music.
music. Cyberpunk right there.
And he had the sizzle overlap. Oh, come on.
Look at that crust, baby.
Now, when we go to Miami, what are we gonna do? Is it a surprise, or you want us to surprise? Like, what are we doing?
Honestly, I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
I have no clue. I haven't hit him up yet.
Okay.
So we'll see. Oh. That right there is a perfect medium rare.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the consistency
But
of that.
look at the fat content there. You see, that's the rib steak, man. Oh, cowboy steak. Oof.
Let's find out
Good
which
job
one
there.
tastes better. It's all about the taste, yeah? It's about nothing else.
So we're starting here?
Taste, no, we're gonna start with this one from Walmart, yeah? All right, and then, did you guys see the salad dish?
That looks
That
so
is not a
good.
Walmart
I
steak,
wanna
guys.
frame it and put it in my house.
Please, dig in, Leo.
Walmart steaks it is.
Oh, Walmart, yes. Now, we got a very simple presentation here.
Doesn't look like Walmart when you
know-
look at it close.
You know,
It doesn't look like
I was
Walmart.
gonna say this Walmart steak pretty damn tender. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Let me know how it tastes, yeah?
I hope I don't eat my words.
All right, well, let's find out right now. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh,
Oh,
that Walmart steak is real good, everybody.
Yeah.
that's not Walmart. That's not Walmart right there.
What do you guys think?
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Can you guys tell what this is?
It looks like a baked potato almost.
It's not. Trust me. Grab it.
Oh my god, it even has a little bit of gold on
Yeah,
top.
it does.
Oh,
you gotta
man.
put the gold, everybody. Today is a fancy day. That's
Yeah.
all I can say about
Cut it
that.
down the
That's
middle.
exactly what I was gonna say. Today is a fancy day.
The wonderful thing about that gold is only cost me $5. So that's good.
Some cheap gold.
Yes, that's right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, he popped that whole fucker in his mouth.
Oh, I do that with deviled eggs all the time. I don't
Yeah.
care.
I know, me too. That's a satisfaction.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Triple wow, everybody.
I
That
could
is
have told you
amazing.
that.
Super delicious.
I could pop those.
I could have the whole thing
The
by
whole
myself,
thing by
yeah.
myself. Exactly.
They're about to dig into this gold leaf steak. When you went to Salt Bae's restaurant,
Let me tell you what I didn't order was that. No, thank you.
how do you think this is going to taste, buddy?
I'm telling you, it's actually an impairment. It's actually in the way of the steak. So there's even if it's neutral, it's still in the way. I don't care. It's like
It's an added step to this process. It's every second the steak is cooling off
I know,
rather than
listen. In the
being
industry, we
eaten.
call this the douchebag move.
Oh,
the
it's full
douche-
douchery.
Yeah, that's all it is.
We were asked on the podcast. By the way, check out our podcast experiment on my second channel, Chefbriantsao Raw. We were talking about food trends we hate. One trend that I hate, it's not necessarily a food trend, but one trend I hate is when people post their checks showing off how much they spent. That's a douchebag move.
That's a thing.
Yeah, they post it on social media. I spent 500, 800, 9,000, whatever it is.
But that's relative. How many people are on the check? How much? I mean, that makes no
They're
sense.
just trying to flex at how much they
I
spent.
hate flexing.
I hate that so bad.
If you gotta prove, if you gotta show it, you ain't,
I thought this was gonna be a bad steak. I thought this was gonna be an amazing steak, which does look like an amazing steak. But now I'm worried.
All right, let's give this a try and let you guys know. Cheers.
Cheers. It's good. Oh man.
I gotta say, it's a nice steak. It's very
It's the same
delicious.
steak.
It's good, but it's like the same. It's the same as
There you go.
I'm with Angel on this. This one is presented a lot more beautifully, has gold on it, but I can't taste
Exactly.
This is like when you eat with your eyes.
What did I say, everybody? You see, you heard it from them, not from me. The gold does absolutely.
Nothing, not at all.
Exactly.
It makes 0% difference.
So I think the conclusion is,
Don't fall for the gimmicks, people.
yeah, don't fall for the
Don't
gimmicks.
fall for the pomp and circumstance of what is
I'm definitely fine
of
with
upcharging.
I'm definitely fine with paying extra for excellent service, excellent
Yes.
atmosphere, excellent everything, but not $2,500 more.
I wouldn't mind paying for a Caesar salad made at the table because you have the fresh components. A steak tartare made at the table. I make the duck flambe. There's purpose to that. And it's not just show. The flambe actually adds a flavor component to the dish. This does nothing. Absolutely nothing. But point out that you're a douchebag.
Before we close out this episode, I do want to say thank you to all of my amazing patrons. Guys, thank you so much for your support. And remember, for the rest of you, by becoming a patron, you get to take advantage of some awesome perks like early access to new episodes, uncensored extended versions of certain episodes, and most importantly, patron exclusive content. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did making it. And remember, don't be afraid to fail because it can only make you stronger. With that said, I'm Chef Brian Tsao, not your typical chef.
Au revoir, mes enfants. Chef Paul the Animal signing out.
Later, everybody. Bye.